Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Targran bringing you yet another episode of Lore of League of Legends, and we are following the topic from the last episode, which is, of course, the Void. We promised to show you the perspective of Cassadin, which is quite opposite to the views of Malzahar, Prophet of the Void, that we presented to you last time, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Enjoy. Icathia, the mythical lost city somewhere in the ruins of civilization that had populated Shurima Desert, has been alluring all sorts of people for years. Treasure hunters looking to earn some gold by selling items hidden within the city, scientists trying to recreate artifacts that have been buried deep together with the ruins of the city, mages looking to claim power trapped in ancient scrolls and writings hidden from mortal eyes. Cassadin was one of the latter, a seeker of forbidden knowledge, student of the forgotten magic. He somehow managed to find his way into the lost city, following clues that he had found in all manuscripts available to him. Following writings hidden in the history of the Icathia, he had found out the real purpose of the city and what really caused its destruction. The city itself had been used as a massive portal leading to the Void. Since its first opening, it had been buried deep beneath the sands and barely active. The passage has not been large enough for any creatures to get through it, but with his presence in the city, the portal would feast upon his magic powers and use them to grow. Without even realising it, Cassadin had been himself deeper into the Void with every second. With every book he read, every scroll he opened, the city was getting closer and closer to consuming him as a whole person, trapped here forever, along with the fate of many who had been here before. Cassadin would instead choose the only way out. He let the Void inside him and looked for his way out through the alien realm. If you touch the Void, you cannot escape it completely. It will get into you and try to destroy you. You can try to fight or just give in. While Malzahar accepted the dark gift, Cassadin did not agree to take the easy way out. He stood up against the urges of the Void. He tried to fight them off, even though his visions made him quake with fear, unable to control himself. And yet, he somehow survived. He's won the battle. Cassadin emerged from the Void as something more than a human. He was transformed, corrupted and hurt. Part of him had died that day, but he realised that Valoran could be doomed. He had to fight monsters from the Void, and not only inside him, but those trying to invade Runeterra as well. Cassadin and the small group of followers who call themselves Preservers of Valoran fight every sign of creatures that could be coming through the barrier. Sometimes though, more conventional methods, something using everything they have no matter what the consequences might be. Malzahar and Cassadin are natural opponents, for obvious reasons. They share sources of their power, but their morality is completely different. Malzahar wants to see the world destroyed as his prophecy comes to life. He also sees Cassadin as a useful tool, and he would love to see him on his side. He did even kidnap Cassadin's daughter and sacrifice her to the Void, hoping they would break the Void Walker's spirit. Unfortunately, didn't work out as planned. Dealings with the Prophet are not Cassadin's only troubles inside the League itself. One of the Voidborn, Cho'Gath, who had been bound to the will of the League summoners and used as a tool on the fields of justice. Or he just lets them think so. Creatures of the Void, or Voidborns, are ancient beings that have been making their way into Valoran for long years, but it has been stopped by using ancient magic that could stop them from getting into Valoran in large numbers, but single individuals were still trying to make their way into vulnerable Runeterra. In fact, their work has been made much easier thanks to the creation of the League, which often uses summoning spells to call their champions onto the battlefield. Spells that send their subject through the Void, tearing the veil between the worlds for a few moments. That is how many Voidlings have been entering Valoran. Cho'Gath himself is an alien, a deadly beast coming from beyond, a dark world of the Void that seems like twisted images of Valoran. The presence of the beast itself causes most people to shake in fear as the behemoth makes his way through the fields of justice, feeding on his opposition. His body is growing and swelling with every enemy that is stupid enough to stand in his way, only making him bigger and harder to deal with. What the worst part is, Cho'Gath is not just a beast. He is known for his vast intellect, perhaps even greater than one of the summoners who claim to have trapped him. Many wonder how it's possible for great beings from the Void to be contained just like that, not even trying to escape his chains. And nobody's really sure if the League is using some ancient power to contain him, or it's just a plot of Cho'Gath himself. One thing is for sure, If that Voidborn had been able to make his way to the mortal world with such ease, how long would it take for his brothers to do the same? After all, that is exactly what Malzahar's prophecy is all about, a great army from beyond. And that will ruin this world and tear its people apart, leaving nothing but scorched ground behind. And that's it. That 2 episodes should tell you everything you need to know about the Void and the champions related to it. Please leave your suggestions and comments below this video for future videos. You can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or go back and watch all the previous episodes. And please do leave a thumbs up for this video. It really helps support us, and we appreciate all the support we can get. And as always, I'll see you next time.